All right, today's first topic. I saw this online. I wanted to discuss it with Preach.
I got my discussing glasses on.
So the Squire Program is a 15-hour immersive course where we're literally going to take these young men through trials and tribulations of what it means to be a man. One, go! Breathe, come on. Breathe. Look at me, come on. Don't stop breathing, come on. Young man, stay hard. Look at me.
What?
Did I just hear what I thought I heard?
What'd you hear?
Breathe, come on. Young man, stay hard.
I did. I did. I don't care what nobody says. Shit is gay, and when it's your drill sergeant, it's gayer.
That's not gay.
Stay tight and stay hard.
Yeah. It's just boys being boys in the trenches.
I have, but I never done it in the bathtub.
In the bathtub.
Hey.
You're holding up just to be.
Hey, nigga, you remember me? Me and you, bro. We was in the tub together. That's crazy.
No, that's not
in the
crazy.
trenches.
No, you trying to stay warm. Imagine we in the bath and I'm just trying to.
Yo, let me scrub your back.
You don't want to stay warm.
All right. You played this game too long. Stay hard and stay tight is crazy. I don't know. Listen, my time in the military, it was left, right, left. You know, it was about face, little things like that.
Left, right, left. We talk about butt cheeks, right?
I won't lie though. Now that I'm thinking back, you know, one insult my staff sergeant used to say. He used to call us shit pumps. Why'd you say that like that was souffle? Just say a lot of like hyper masculine environments is really gay.
Trenches.
Are you a man? Are you a man?
Yeah, I'm a man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, tight and hard.
Yeah.
See?
I kind of like that. Do it again.
No.
Stop. Everybody, I want you to hear what's about to happen. If you me or ask me one more question on the way down, every one of you are going to crawl from here to the bus. I'm just leaving it up to you, okay? Because I will punish, and here's even the worst part. You'll walk the whole time. They'll suffer for you. I will punish the few for the many or the many for the few.
You told me that shit.
Yeah.
You told me that shit.
Yeah, you punish a few.
The rest.
Whoever makes a mistake, they don't get punished, you punish the others. See, the problem is like...
And then it gets settled in the bus.
I'll save my thought.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing.
That's great.
All right, we'll probably have to mute it because of the music, but there's just there's a drill sergeant in the back yelling. How will your son know when he's a man? Let me read this. For most boys, there's no defining moment or experience that tells him he's become a man. In fact, most boys today grow up and never truly feel like a man. Most boys simply grow older, but don't really know what it takes to be a man in today's world. This is a huge problem, and it's also the reason so many men today are lost, confused, anxious, lonely, and without a purpose. That's why for centuries, tribes and nations have had rites of passage ritual for their boys as they come of age to become a man. It was the father and the men he trusted who took the boy through an experience which taught him, tested him, and challenged him, and showed him what it takes to be a formidable man. The type of man who can lead, love, protect, provide, and be both savage and a servant. In times past, this is how boys were shown that the time to step up and to step into their masculinity, claim their seat at the table with other men in the tribe. Moms turn babies into boys. Dads turn boys into men. As fathers, it's our responsibility to guide, mentor, and prepare our sons to take their rightful seat as future leaders. It's up to us to make them confident, capable, and courageous. Every young man needs a defining experience that ushers him into manhood, and they look up to you, their dads, to teach them the ways of men and to create that rite of passage. And that's exactly why the Squire Program was created. Okay. Historically, knights had squires to help them prepare their armor, horse, and weapons for war, and the squires had the knights as examples of healthy masculinity, teaching them how to be chivalrous warriors, protectors, providers, and servant leaders. What they don't tell you that squires were normally just the kids of other nobles, and then they got pawned off to, be part of the knight. So for poor people and regular people, the experience of a squire was never a thing. They just had to work on the farms underneath their parents. But just a little fun fact about squires.
But you're just saying that the marketing is off.
Yeah. It's not just like squires like, oh, you come from a rich family,
yeah,
and you have the chance to learn under somebody with a reputable name.
What are you doing, brother? Listen, there's two ways you can do this. Listen. Look, you gotta finish, or you can quit, and I'll secure the evolution for them. And I'm not even being, but you're not even close.
I'll secure the evolution for them. What does that mean? Is he saying I'm gonna bang your wife?
Security evolution. I get it.
Is that what he's saying?
I don't know.
And he says I'm not trying to be a dick.
Is your clean slate. This very moment is the new beginning. This very moment, you get to live the life that you want that eulogy to read. You understand that?
Okay, so that's what this is. Essentially, it's some kind of boot camp. I've seen a few of these videos. People pay like $2-3 grand to go get yelled at for a week or a couple days, and it's supposed to be life-changing for men, things like that. What are your thoughts?
Doing hard tasks and going through ice bath and running and crawling defines you to be a man. That's a very primitive way of understanding what it takes to be a man. I think there's a lot of things that are missing in that. And if there are in your program, well, you're not showing that. From what I see, what you advertised was the yelling, was the hard task, was the mud flinging, the ice bath and stuff like that. All stuff that are really hard physically. But it really takes more than that to be a man. It's more complex than that. That's just really one small aspect of being a man. As a matter of fact, what you're teaching them is don't cry about anything whenever you're in pain. Endure, endure, endure. To me, it's actually counterproductive. So you're going to endure the pain. You're going to, it's just some way that you're going to have to, it harms you. But there's a lot of other way that it's not really helping. What about the part where you're supposed to talk about your emotions? What about the part where you're supposed to open up? It does the opposite of that. What about the other part when you're supposed to manage certain things in life, when you have to have discipline? Some of us are in our 40s, 50s. We haven't even managed that. It takes more than just physical tasks to define that. Physical tasks to define that you're a man. It's very incomplete and very one-faceted way of seeing manhood. Yeah. That's what I think.
So seeing the father-son dynamic going through this, like I always ask myself, is this more for the father or for the son? And do you just drag your kid along? Maybe because you've seen them, your own inadequacies, or maybe you're just trying to correct your own stuff and you want to bond. But to me, teaching your child to be a man is not about lasting through a boot camp together. It's about the little things you do every day. You know, go take your kid camping once a year for a full week and y'all in the woods and y'all have to rely on each other to get shit done. Give them tasks during that process and they're going to look at you different. This kind of stuff I understand because I think we romanticize the military a lot and how you go through the process and how it changes you. But I'll be honest with you, 1 week of boot camp ain't going to do real shit for you. And anyone who's been in the military say the same. 1 week of boot camp is not going to change your life. How the thing about the military, for me, because I was an 18-year-old kid when I joined and I did my 3 years. For me, what was life-changing was the little labor that we did every single day consistently over a long period of time. That's what changed me. The relationships I built with other people and our reliance on each other. Doing a week or two, I'm going to be honest with you, that's nothing. A lot of people can survive to that and they go right back to their fucking shit environments unchanged. The thing about the military is you're enclosed in the space over a lengthy period, and that's what makes it transformative because you're beholden to these people. At one point, he does the group punishment. What does he say? He uses the military punishment, which is whoever fucked up, I'm going to make everyone else suffer for your mistake while you get to coast and relax.
Yeah, but in 3 days, I'm not going to see these people. When you're in the military, I'm stuck with you for a good time.
Right. And I also care about you because we've built this relationship and we've been through this for a hot minute. So that's why this is more performative than it is actually impactful. I agree that there's a lot of people who could use that mentorship, especially from a male figure, be it their father, other people. I disagree with the notion that inherently a mom turns a boy into a girl or into a boy, whatever.
A baby into a boy.
I listen, responsibility, how you overcome that, how you handle that, that's what's going to define you, be it a dad or a mom. Sure, fathers have certain relationships with their kids, that's fantastic. But I disagree with a little bit of the notion, but I guess it's part of their selling point in their marketing, so it's fine. I don't know. To me, I watch this. I think I don't know if they're earnest about trying to address a problem. I think a lot of it felt very performative, like the thing at 3:47 a.m. where the guy's like crawling on the floor and he's trying to reach the finish line. Like, that's not even military. That's just fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all did a night run, finish. Why the fuck is he by himself?
He's not, at this point, he's not going to finish.
Well, no, but why is he by himself? What are you trying to build here? You wanted to show that he overcomes? Where's his platoon mates? Where's the rest of the team?
I don't think that happened for real.
It looks very staged.
If you ask me, that's very.
He's crawling with a hammer, and the guy's telling him like, "I'm going to secure." Listen, I'm interpreting that as I'm going to bang your wife and have your. That's what it sounded like to me. Maybe I read it wrong. You let me know.
I think you did. I hope you did.
It just sounded crazy the way I'm going to secure your evolution. It sounds like that, but I digress. My whole point is like
I'm gonna bang your mom and make another baby of you.
Yeah,
I get it.
You know,
that makes more sense.
If you guys want to have those experiences, take your kid and go volunteering. Show them the labor and make it productive. Make your child and you do something that you can physically look at. I know plenty of people who just do like car mechanics things with their kid, and that's impactful. When I look at my niece, the most important thing to her is that we just spend time doing shit together.
Yeah.
You're present in front of them. You're making them part of the process. They'll clean, they'll cook, they'll do whatever the fuck you want. And you show them the importance of that labor. And then you show them what you create afterwards. You show them the value of working hard and being diligent, and they internalize that. But this like jumping into an ice bath, prove you can do it for a couple of days, then you guys go back to your rinky-dink homes and never do this shit again. It's not impactful in the way you think it is. To me, being a man means consistency, perseverance, and then more importantly, it's works throughout, not a week. Kids watch your behavior over all of this time.
And also, if I was in the military, I'd be a bit insulted. It's like, he did the military, I did the Air Force cadets, but it's just in the States, it's like junior ROTC, right? I would never claim that I was in the Army. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I did that. We did the same thing. No, the fuck, we did not. No, it does not have the same implication. I cannot put myself on what he did in the Army for the amount of time. Shooting, the drill, the military stuff and everything, but it's really not the same. So I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I did a boot camp and then try to feel like, yeah, I did that. No, you didn't. You gluten free it. You Coke Zero it. You didn't do it for real. You didn't do it for real.
Imagine doing a gangbangers boot camp. And it's
gangbangers boot camp?
And you just take a father and say...
Oh, you mean it that way? My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was like, God, no. We do, what are we doing? A father and son gang, man?
So imagine, I just want you guys to imagine, you take the father and son, they spend 2 weeks around gang members, they learn all the initiations, the shooting and stuff like that, and then they just go right back to their environment. Like, what did they learn? What did they learn?
Well, that's happening. It's not the same.
No, but like, what did they learn? Like, you don't have the lived experience of the person. You're never going to develop their habits. None of that's going to be very informative in the way, because you don't live in their environment.
It's just like saying that I did an escape game, so I went to prison. Yeah. No, you did not. You didn't go to the pen.
I'm sorry. Two weeks with gang members does not give you the lived experience of a gang member or their lessons.
That's a vice.
You don't have the paranoia of living that neighborhood, the relations with the people involved. Like, I'm trying to say this is analogous to being in the military. When you're immersed in the military, you know about the other units. You know about the exercises that are coming up. You know about parades, you know about deployments, you know about people who didn't make it back from your basic training, you know about all of these things. All of that informs your experience and really makes it what it is. Without that, you're just doing 2 weeks of someone yelling at you. That's it. I do think there is an issue that people are trying to address. I just don't think this is the way to do it.
A gang boot camp is not, for 2 weeks, is not a boot camp. It's a Vice documentary. That's what it is.
Really?
That's what it is.
Really, yeah.
Like the self-growth. We don't talk about the compassion. We don't talk about the mental intelligence, even though it doesn't exist, but you have some kind of the intelligence that you have, the social intelligence, all of that you have to interact with people. Yeah. That doesn't teach you. It doesn't teach you shit. So, yeah, nah.
I'll say, I hate the fact that everything when it comes to the military and the way that people portray it is just hard ass. Pause.
Hard ass.
No, you know what I mean?
Shit pumps.
But it's always like, be as tough as possible. Like, some of my most defining moments for me personally were people taking me aside and then speaking to me in an earnest human tone. They weren't always like, you think you could do better private? Like, no, there's times like, yo, talk to me, what's going on? Okay, listen, you've come a long way from where you started. There's a lot we can do. Let's figure out like a detailed plan. A lot of it was that. You know, the camaraderie is not just this tough guy act all the time, even from your superiors. I've had like commissioned officers talk to me completely differently in regards to certain situations. And so, I don't know, just the perception that people build of the military is just like, you know what the fucking time it is? It's like breakfast, nigga, chill. I'm at the mess hall, why you screaming? You can't just say, good morning, Sergeant, enjoy your eggs, nigga. So it's just like, I don't know. To me, the way people perceive the military from the outside sometimes is just very not real to me. But that's it for today's video. I didn't realize it would go this long, but it's just, there's been a lot of little things that you kind of see from this as like, But anyways, I don't want to keep yapping. Anything else from you?
No, not from what I see here.
All right, then let us know what y'all think in the comments below.